aging is just a fact of life. There's really no shame in it, whether it's your body or your career. Things get older over time, and sometimes it's not the most graceful thing to watch. I, for one, am super afraid of aging because A, aging means you're closer to death, and I'm incredibly afraid of dying, and B, I don't have enough money saved up for Botox, so when the wrinkles really hit, I'm screwed. For some celebs, their aging process has been less than graceful, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Regardless, they do get judged for it, and so that's why today we're counting down the top 10 celebrities who aged horribly. What's going on, guys? I'm your host Bree Room, and welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Before we get into today's list, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on notifications so you never miss out on a new video. Also check out our playlist to see more videos like this one, and stick around until the end for some bonus content. Now, I'm just gonna preface this video saying that I'm not here to bash anyone for aging, cause that's mean. Everyone ages differently, it's a beautiful thing, and it's nothing you can control, so I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. In this video, I won't just focus on looks, but I'll also talk about people who've aged through their career or have just been in the spotlight for a really long time and may look different now than they had back then. And to the few of you out there who are going to completely ignore this disclaimer and still yell at me in the comments, just stop. I see you. I know you're there. I know. And so with that disclaimer out of the way, let's get into the video. Kicking things off at number 10, Donatella Versace. Famous designer Donatella Versace has endured her fair share of criticisms in the past, mostly pertaining to her look. Donatella's appearance has definitely evolved over time, but I mean, she's the head of a designer Versace company. I think she remains unfazed by what people have to say about her appearance. I mean, she's got money, she doesn't care. She's been criticized for her heavy plastic surgery and Botox, and people have even made comparison diagrams of her looks back in '97 when she took over the Versace company after the death of her brother, to now at the age of 65. People are saying that because of the Botox and fillers she's received over the years, her skin's elasticity is broken, and this leads her to looking older, so she wants to keep getting Botox, and that cycle continues. I have to admit that yes, her skin is looking damaged because of the work she's had done, but like I said, she's the head of one of the biggest designer brands in the world, so her appearance really doesn't matter. At number 9, Prince Philip. Let's talk about my Uncle Phil. He's not really my uncle, but my dad used to try and convince me and my family that we were related to the Queen because we're British and that she's my aunt. I love my Aunt Eliza. Anyway, Phil. My man's 99 years old and still kicking. I applaud this man for his resilience, but also he's not looking too great. I'm not trying to shade the man, but come on. There have been a number of fake news articles saying that Phil is dead, and I can't really say I'm surprised. I don't know if there's something going on with his health or something, but the man's not looking too good. He had been working and doing his royal duties until the age of 96. 96! And he only just came out of retirement to return to his royal duties for a brief period of time this year to observe the commemorative anniversary of victory over Japan Day, because he was on active duty the day that Japan surrendered 75 years ago. The fact that this nearly 100-year-old man came out of retirement to participate in this occasion is astonishing. I really hope that Phil hangs on a few more years, because it would really be nice to see him enjoy his retirement for a little while longer. Love you, Uncle Phil. And at 8, Nicolas Cage. There are some people who think that Nick Cage is a vampire because he doesn't age. I'm not kidding. This is a real speculation, but I'm not here to talk about the idea that he hasn't aged. I'm here to talk about how much he has, and not just himself, but his career. Nicolas Cage has had a pretty successful career. From National Treasure to Ghost Rider to Moonstruck, one of my personal favorites, Nick Cage has seen the rise of his career. But as all things must do, things fall. Nicolas Cage hasn't been featured in many big budget films recently. Though he's still a household name, things just aren't what they used to be since he's gotten older. The film industry is notorious for dropping their stars when they get too old, and that kinda sucks, cause I feel like a good old Nick Cage movie is just what we need to get us through these challenging times. But unfortunately, things just aren't the same for Mr. Cage. He's even racked up some pretty hefty debts, and since he's not getting the work that he once was, he can't pay it off. Even his net worth has gone down significantly compared to what it used to be in his prime. Nick here is looking pretty good for his age, but Hollywood doesn't think so, and that's just too bad. At least we're getting a Nicolas Cage meta drama soon, cause that'll be great. At number 7, Britney Spears. Britney Spears isn't what she used to be. Though she rose to fame for being that innocent baby-voiced pop star, she has definitely changed since then. It isn't just her appearance that has changed over the years. First of all, her voice has changed. I know that she still sings in that same high-pitched voice, but she struggles to maintain that since it's not her real voice. If you've heard what she really sounds like, it's completely different. Her vocal cords have deteriorated over time and is now known for lip syncing since her voice is basically destroyed. On top of that, her reputation has also aged quite a bit. First she was the bubbly pop star that everyone loved, then she was the crazy pop star who shaved her head, and now she's the trapped pop star who doesn't even own her own life. Yeah, sure, she's aged herself, like she's getting older, but she still looks great. But her career has aged horribly since it's completely different from what it used to be, even though she and her management are trying to salvage whatever's left of her image. At 6, Jim Carrey. I'm including Jim in this list because I'm a little bamboozled by him. First, let's discuss his physical age. In 2017, when he was 55, he was out here looking like this. He looked quite aged, gray hair and beard included. He honestly didn't look 55 at all. He was looking at least 10 years older. Now fast forward to 2019 when he hits the red carpet looking like this. What? My guy went back in time. It's such a drastic change. Just by cleaning himself up a bit and dyeing his hair, he looked 10 years younger than he did in 2017. Crazy. But that's not the only thing that has changed drastically. His career has also changed. Though his career in the 90s and early 2000s was stacked with hits like The Mask, Ace Ventura, and The Grinch, again, personal favorite, in later years it hasn't been the same. According to Rotten Tomatoes, his 2018 film Dark Crimes has a pretty rotten rating and was not at all well received by critics. Also, he was in the Sonic movie, so need I say more. Jim has aged quite a bit, not as bad as some, but still quite drastically. Halfway through at number 5, Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan has had quite a tumultuous career so far, going from being a beloved child star to being somewhat of a has-been with some public stunts and scandals here and there. Lindsay has aged herself quite a bit. Lindsay is only in her 30s, so she's still really young, but throughout her years of alcohol and drug abuse, this has done some damage to her physical appearance over the years. Lindsay has had her time in rehab for her addiction and overall wellness. So that stress and less than healthy habits seem to have taken its toll. Not to mention, her reputation has also aged ungracefully as well. She had a lot of success in her early career, but there came a point where her public stunts and unhealthy lifestyle got the best of her. She seems to be doing okay now and is coming to grips with the life that she has. In at 4, Carrot Top. For anyone who knows who Carrot Top is, you know he's a very eccentric guy. The stand-up comedian is now 55 years old, but is honestly looking a little odd. I mean, in true Carrot Top fashion, I guess it works for him, but for a lot of online critics, he's looking a little worse for wear. I hadn't seen a picture of him in so long, so when I was researching this list, I was almost shocked at how different he looks now. Though people have claimed that he's had some bad work done to him, Carrot Top denies everything and says that's just the way he's built. We don't know if the plastic surgery speculation is true at all, but either way, Carrot Top is out here looking unique as a middle-aged man. It's nice to see that even though he's aged, he's still staying true to his signature look, even if people aren't too stoked about it. Coming in at number 3, Ozzy Osbourne. The famed Black Sabbath member is far past his prime. Though he was a hit musician in the 70s, he was fired from the group in 1979 due to his heavy substance abuse. His drug and alcohol usage was probably the reason why he's aged so poorly. His substance problem is so well documented that there's a pretty lengthy section about it on his wiki page. Like, it's pretty long. It is said that he was once so heavily intoxicated that he forgot an entire year of his life. He was so drunk that he fired his band just to not remember doing that and the next day carrying on as if nothing happened. Obviously, this kind of heavy substance usage does some serious damage to your health. Ozzy is only 71, which is still pretty young, but his skin looks dull and wrinkled from his long history of substance experimentation. He's talented, I'll give him that, but his past has definitely come back to haunt him and his well-being. I know that he suffers from Parkinson's syndrome, and that has already affected his body and overall health, but I'm sure his substance abuse from the past has also made a big impact as well. At number 2, Pamela Anderson. In nearly every article about celebrities who've aged poorly, you're bound to see Pamela Anderson's name pop up. Honestly, I don't know why. To me, she looks fine. I've seen worse. I mean, look at Phil. Need I say more? At only 53 years old, people are criticizing how she's aging and criticizing her use of Botox and plastic surgery to stay youthful. I've seen people saying that her past lifestyle of living on the edge has cost her beauty and now she's paying for it by getting work done to look good. Or that her Botox and plastic surgery makes her look worse than before, but again, I'm not really seeing a problem here. I don't really see a problem with anyone on this list. Again, except for Phil. No offense, but come on, you see it too, right? Pam has also said that she enjoys aging, so I mean, the criticisms don't really have much effect on her anyway. So yeah, she's on this list for aging horribly, but that's just what the internet has said. I'm just here defending her. And finally, at number 1, Macaulay Culkin. In our top spot, we have Macaulay Culkin. Now, I know I just came in hot with the last person saying how none of these people on this list have aged too badly, but I have to make an exception with Macaulay here. First, he's on every list about bad aging. But also, I mean, he doesn't look remotely the same as he did in his early career. He went from looking like this cute little kid to a very rundown guy. He's had his grievances with being a child star, and obviously that caused a lot of pressure for him. Combined with his documented substance abuse, this bad combination created the Macaulay we have today. He's been in and out of the spotlight since coming out of his childhood acting days and seems to live a low-key life with former Disney star girlfriend Brenda Song. Macaulay is now 40, but he's looking at least 10 years older than he is. He has truly aged horribly, and he's not even that old. So yeah, that's our list of the top 10 celebrities who've aged horribly. I hope you guys aren't too mad that I didn't go all in on people's appearances in this one, but I don't want to look like a hypocrite in 30 years when I look like a prune. But anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you little nuggets in the next one, so stay groovy friends. Donatella's from National Treasure. From National Treasure. What is treasure? Yeah, sure, she's aged herself, but nope.